Hello, my Pisces, and welcome to your day. Thank you so much again for joining me. So, what I have for you today is a new moon reading based on it being in Capricorn. So, I have found on this website, Labyrinthioso, I think it's called, a tarot card reading that has Capricorn as its foundation. We pull the death card out because that is ruled by Capricorn. Set it aside, letting us stare right at all of our temptations and desires. What it is that we want. What is tempting us? What are we trying to run towards or away from right now? So, getting right into your reading. Pisces, you have a very interesting one. It's very mental, which is not always your strong suit. You're a very emotional person. You're always thinking though, so maybe I'm saying that the wrong way. Pisces, you are very much living in your mind all the time about what you could or would or want. Not as emotional like me, a Cancer, where you just are absorbed by the impact of other people's emotions, but you want to feel and do. You're very hippie-like. You're a very hippie emotion. So your reading is not emotional at all. All that to say, your reading is in no way emotional. What I have for you is a very mental reading. There is just mind games all over the place. Let me just put it that way. So your first card, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is someone who is ready to just take decisive action. They want to go and they want to go right now. They don't want to wait. They want immediate movement. They want this ability to make decisions, and they want to push it forward as quickly as possible because they're trying to embody this ideal that they have. The position of this card in your reading, though, it is about what it's going to cost you and whether it's worth the price to gain a goal right now for the things going on in your mind. And for you, it's going to require quick action. It's going to require this aggressive assertiveness with your mind to just immediately make a decision and not overthink things. But on the flip side, you have to be very cautious that you aren't being harsh with your words, being unfair, and overly confrontational with others while you do this. The very next card you get is, what is the cost if you don't maintain that? You have the Death card. Most people immediately know what the Death card means, but I will just completely spell it out for you. It is an end game. It is not literal death, but it is the end. It is in a sense, like burning a bridge. It is closing a book. It is ending a chapter in your life. It is having to move on. So most times when I see a death card come up in a reading, it is always representing a need to move on, to understand that the end has already come and gone. It's not even in the process of ending. You aren't ending anything. It's already over, and you just haven't accepted that. In this particular case, that is where you will be in the near future should your actions not be put into check now. You're in a position where you can act and do and have what you want, but if you go about it the wrong way, you're going to end up hurting yourself. It doesn't necessarily scream others. I'm not seeing others all across the board here, though one card does slightly imply it, but not really. But it definitely says within yourself, you're going to find yourself stumbling forward so fast that you're going to just suddenly be at the end of a chapter you didn't even realize you had started. You're going to be looking back what the heck? That journey's just over. And I didn't get a chance to rethink all my choices, which is the whole essence of where you are. You've got this passion and this desire to just go. I'm not really sure why. That card will come later. Maybe we'll get some clarity. But you need to be careful how you move forward because you're going to end up missing out. That's really what I'm feeling here. So here's the card of compromise, understanding how do you move forward? How do you follow through with this desire to change and do, and you're trying to stop overthinking things, or just you don't like overthinking things. Maybe you always are just going. But how do you maintain who you are, this cool, detached push forward without losing out? And the card we have is the Page of Swords, another very mental card, right in line with the Knight. And this is a card that it talks about communication and needing to open up and talk to people. So while you're sitting here trying to just do it all on your own in your head, there is this real underlying need to make sure that you're including others in your thoughts and in your processes. You may still have this feeling for like quick, decisive action because it is a sword card regardless, but you need to make sure, you just need to make sure that the people in your life and even in your own mind, that you're communicating with yourself and others, and you're not just making a decision, trying to move forward. That will only get you so far. And communication is just garbage right now with Mercury in retrograde. I know I say that a lot, but it's so true. I feel it every day. I swear, like every day at work, like I say the wrong thing to someone. I do a lot better these days when I just don't talk to people. I just go, But I'm digressing. So in your reading, you don't need to be exactly like me in my world, but maybe you need to be a little bit more just slowed down than you want to be. You can keep going at a fast clip to get where you're going, but make sure that you're not like literally like revving the engine needlessly. Okay, so your card, where are you at right now in your mind? Why are you here? And you drew the Page of Pentacles. The Pentacles, very physical, very financial, very much a card of the physical needs and wants. But the Page of Pentacles, while representing, ambition and inspiration, there's also a need for motivation. You're just maybe feeling very unmotivated. So to motivate yourself, you're like overcompensating by trying to like push through to the next thing as fast as you can, because maybe the truth is you're a little bit numb and you're hoping that once you get there, you're like, oh, look, I have emotions again. But then what's going to actually happen is what I said before. You're just going to be flying through your life, ending chapter after chapter, being like looking back, barely seeing the blur of the experience. There is a huge need here, even before I'm reading your fifth card, a huge need to slow it down, enjoy the journey, and do so by including others, finding new ways to communicate. You could start by commenting in the comments section down below. Tell me how it's going. Talk to me, Goose, talk to me. But, really, I just think that you need to make sure that you're living your life and not like just running through it. Don't let your life live you. Well, you're just driving it fast and reckless on an emotional scale. You're trying to mentally talk your way through a box that's not very mental. Although I will say you have got a lot of air cards going on right now. So your final card here, it's like, what have you been stubborn about? What have you been either unable to let go, or maybe you just haven't been playing that area right, and maybe you know it, maybe you don't. It's not upside down, but I wasn't really expecting this deck to have any upside down cards. It's a little bit, I've been being more careful not turning them upside down just because of this one. But it's the Justice card. This reading is the main reason why I haven't really been trying to have too many upside down cards. All the cards in this reading are kind of harsh as far as introspective. They almost all have like a reversed meaning in who they are, because this is about, pushing too hard, trying too hard to get what you want, and what are we going to do to fix it? So here you are, your final card. Where have you been stubborn? It's with Justice. Either with yourself or others, you've been playing a more aggressive role. You've been too demanding of your own time without balancing those scales, and you may be inflicting this on other people. And, with everything in Capricorn and everything going so regimented, and then with the holiday coming up, this love holiday coming up, it puts a lot of like odd pressure in the air. It's almost like the opposite of too much pressure on your lungs. It's almost like the air is like leaving your lungs without you wanting it to. So you need to make sure you're finding this grounding where you're holding on to the things that matter. Don't let all this energy whirling around you become like a vacuum that suffocates you. Okay? And that's kind of a really weird description, but that's just what I'm being like called to say to you right now. I don't know. I mean, this is never going to always resonate with everyone, Pisces. So if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. I do encourage you to go to the website that I'm putting in the link below, look at the reading, and maybe perform it for yourself if this doesn't resonate. I do still feel like this is a very good reading for someone at this time of year. And maybe try to get a more in-depth personal one for you. If this one isn't ringing a bell, but if you're on any kind of an understanding where you've got this kind of like numb detachment from life right now, and you're just trying to push on to feel something, I encourage you, one, balance yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sensually. Make sure you're getting all the bells and, all the boxes ticked off. Everything is chiming all together, that you're not just one note. Pushing on to the next note is not going to enhance the note. It's just going to change the note. Maybe where you're at right now, like, and I say note as in like the music of life, and you're listening to the music of life, maybe you just keep hearing that same just redundant noise over and over and over again, and you're like, let me find a new noise to hear. But maybe you need to just add a noise into the music so that you have a rhythmic beat, something a little more. I know that was kind of weird, but you get what I'm trying to say. So, the conclusion here, my beautiful Pisces, what am I trying to tell you? What is this reading trying to tell you? Well, right now, recapping, we are in a new moon. It is time to set your intentions, to really understand what you need. And what I'm seeing that you need is something more well-rounded. You don't need something that's the same as what you're doing now. And I know that's easy to say, like, hey, you should change because that's the point of change. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying change what you're doing. I'm saying add depth to your life. So, okay, for example, let's say you have a really strict workout routine. You like to work out. You're very serious about it. Okay, so you are like complacent with your workout. You're trying to do it. You want to do it. You're logically just getting through it. You're numb to it. It's just something that you do at this point. Okay, obviously you're not going to change your workout routine, or I should say you're not going to change the fact that you work out because it's something that you want to do. Even though you're bored with it mentally, it's not doing anything for you. So I'm going to suggest to you to do something crazy and change the location of where you work out. Like maybe even literally join a different gym. Join a different gym, work out outside, start running on Tuesday evenings. Do something really spontaneous to take what you do every day, this same in your life every day that you're just getting through, this energy that you're just trying to just get past so that you can get on to the next thing that's not sparking for you. And instead say, maybe even write this down. We are going to be writing our intentions down soon, but write it down like a schedule. What is it that you can't get rid of, okay, in your life right now? What is it that you do Monday through Sunday, okay? Like seriously, Monday through Sunday. What can you not get rid of? Try something new. Here's the thing, totally out there. Let's say you are someone who does a lot of like chores around the house. You are always, you know, doing laundry every Saturday morning. You do the laundry. You do loads and loads. You've got like 5 loads of laundry that you do. How about you do something totally crazy? Just totally crazy. You take all that laundry and you go to a laundromat. You get it done in half the time. And you just do something different. You just spark that new energy. Even if you go and you hate it, okay, which is you might not like not having to be at home in your PJs. It's going to help you to reappreciate what you have. Try something different. I'm going to harp on this for you, Pisces, is for your intention. I want you to find an area of your life that you are completely numb and redundant to, that you have to do it, you're getting through it, you want to do it, but it's definitely something that you feel is a chore. It doesn't have to be a literal chore, but take that quote unquote chore in your life, okay, and flip the script, literally, and decide that you're going to do it a completely different way and try it. I want you to try a couple of different ways until you either find one that you really like, or oddly enough, you go back to doing it the way you always did, with a renewed sense of appreciation for what you've gained emotionally and really mentally from the process. I super encourage you to do something just for the sake of doing it and trying a different routine, but still the same routine. But you get what I'm saying. All right, Pisces, that's all I have for you today. I hope this new moon reading has helped you. If you have any questions or desires to speak out, comment below. Let me know how you're doing. I want to know. I really do. I don't have all the time in the world, but I still want to know. I still want to comment and communicate with you and share this journey of life with you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my Pisces community. If you know any other Pisces that need a little guidance, let them know. Maybe comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Do all those things. I don't know. If you're still listening at this point, you should definitely subscribe. But other than that, I'll see you later. Bye.